Hello, Staten Island. My name is Todd Bavona, reporting for the Staten Island Events, bringing you another edition of Together SI Business Spotlight. And today we are going to be chatting with Helen Duchesne from the Grace Foundation. She's the executive director there. Helen, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you, Todd?
Doing very well, thank you. Helen, let's get right to the Grace Foundation. For those who might not know, although Grace has been around for quite some time, enlighten us. Give us a little history around the Grace Foundation, will you?
Well, the Grace Foundation was started 20 years ago by some founding members who needed services for their children with autism, so they decided to start this agency. We service children and young adults on the autism spectrum. We offer respite programs, day habilitation program, ComHab. A lot of our families have been here with us pretty much from the beginning. We have expanded quite significantly over the past 20 years. When we started, we had a handful of families, and now we service probably close to 300 individuals, and we have about 100 employees.
So this had to affect the COVID-19 pandemic, that is, had to have affected your foundation, right? Talk to us a little bit about the negative effects of it and how you guys had to adjust.
Right. Well, March 17th was the last day that we were allowed to have participants on site. Our day habilitation program, which services 14 full-time and one part-time individual, they had to stop. Their last day was the 17th of March, and then our on-site respite programs had to stop also. So we had hundreds of kids usually coming here in and out on an evening, weekend basis for different respite programs, socialization, and it's very difficult for them to not see their friends anymore. We also obviously have lost a lot of our revenue coming in, because if we're not providing services, we're not getting the revenue associated with those services. So it's been a difficult road to walk.
How's everyone been adjusting as far as your participants, your employees, with regards to this virtual space and working it out that way? Has everyone, what's been the feedback so everyone? Has everyone been doing okay?
Yeah, everyone's doing okay. A lot of the kids have a lot of different behaviors because they're very used to routines. I mean, that's a generality, but, a lot of people, like myself included, if my routine's, disrupted, it's very upsetting, and they don't understand why. They can't see their friends. They have trouble socializing as it is, and now they can't come, and maybe we're just starting to socialize. Now they can't even come here and see their friends. But we've been having virtual meetings. So we have our employees and have like a Zoom meeting or FaceTime, whatever. They talk to each other. They at least get to see their friends. It's not, obviously, we all know it's not the same, but hopefully it's helping them keep some kind of normality in their lives.
Helen, we'll end in a positive note. If there is something positive to take away from this whole situation, yes, we've been in quarantine for a few months, but it looks like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, as everyone's saying here. What's a good positive you can take away from all this, Helen?
I think the positive is the staff interacting with these young adults and children. A lot of the staff has gone way out of their way to try and do drive-bys, talk to them on the phone. Even before we were able to build, though, we still kept in touch with the individuals. We had the staff was calling, trying to do meetings, and just making sure everybody was okay. And I think that's one of the positives to take away, is that, we have a relatively small agency, and we do give, white glove treatment. I know all of the agencies do, but since we're so small, we are, lucky enough to be able to give more one-on-one kind of than some of the agencies that are bigger, just staffing wise, and the cost would be prohibitive. So that's one good thing. And we tried our best to keep these families with whatever help they need.
Helen Duchesne, the director over there at the Grace Foundation. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
All right. Many thanks to Helen joining us again from the Grace Foundation. Well, again, as mentioned, a lot of nonprofits on Staten Island have found it a pretty tough time during the quarantine. We've all had, right, in one way or another. But more important, and as we remembered and were there for our frontliners, don't forget about the nonprofits like our good friends at the Grace Foundation. Reporting for the Staten Island Events, my name is Todd Bavona. Thanks so much for joining us for this edition of Together SI Business Spotlight. Looking forward to seeing you next time.